In 2016, my wife was working as a professional ballet dancer and I was a supervisor in the visual effects industry, working for TV and cinema. But we didn't really like our jobs for so many reasons that I will tell you in time. So we wanted to create something different to replace our income. So we had a crazy idea of creating an online business based on my wife's talent. And today I wanted to share with you what we did so that you can do that too if you've got a great idea in mind. I want to pre-frame that it took us 3 years to find the first things that actually worked. And 7 years later today, I've got a little bit more perspective of the main important things you need to know if you want to create your own online business and completely change your life. So let's start with the first thing. Everything starts from an idea. Yes, but for us, it started with a frustration. And the frustration was that Alessia couldn't find the right place to teach ballet in London. Maybe because it was too expensive to hire a studio. Maybe because studios were too snobby to hire her because there's a lot of politics around it. And so many things I'm not gonna get into now. But the problem was we needed a way out because our life sucked. Our relationship sucked and we wanted to do something with our talents. I was struggling at work, cost-selling deliveries for movies that were under budgeted and understaffed, and I was pretty much dying in my cubicle every single day. So out of frustration came the idea, how do we combine our knowledge and talents into one thing that we can work at together? So I went to my wife and asked her, why don't we build an online ballet school? And she replied, I think that's the most stupid idea I've ever heard in my life. But then I managed to convince her and we wanted to do it somehow. I wanted it to look professional, we wanted to hire studios and lights and cameras, and of course we abandoned the idea because it was too expensive and we didn't even know if we had a market. Keyword. Market. The best thing we did was testing the market. And by testing, I mean, we decided to open a YouTube channel with videos done in our place. We were home, everything was sustainable, and if it didn't work, we didn't lose any money in the process, just time. The YouTube channel was based on a simple question. I've asked my wife, what would you have loved to have as a resource when you studied ballet and wanted to do the career? Can you provide that for younger generation that are now struggling to find good information? The answer was, yeah, I would love to give them all the tips to advance quicker and better in their career. Let's start with that. So that was the idea for the channel. We've started creating evergreen content for ballet enthusiasts that wanted to improve their technique, condition their body, and just try with that. For months, we created videos just to help people get better using my wife's talent. We were just at service to an audience. We defined a niche, we gained visibility in that little marketplace, and most importantly, we were consistent in uploading videos on YouTube. 1 video a week, every single week for 7 years straight. If I had to come back and think of the most important thing we did, was probably that, being consistent and never give up. Second major step for us was when we realized after a year that we gained about 14,000 subscribers on YouTube. I guess market was validated, the niche was validated, we were doing something right. Now, how the heck are we making money with this thing? Something that you should probably think about it up front, but we knew what we knew. So in order to have something for sale, we needed to provide some kind of service or product or anything that people actually wanted. Not what we wanted, but what people actually requested us on the channel. And what did they request us? More full-length workouts, maybe plans, so workouts all connected together, because that's where the real value is. When you do the brain work for people, not just providing scattered content, but when you actually bring it together and make sense of it into a journey. So we needed to build something that people actually wanted. The second thing we wanted is recurrent revenue, so something that was coming in every month, kind of like a salary because we are safety driven. So that was one of the things we really needed. It needed to be enjoyable for the both of us. We had to have fun while doing it, otherwise we wouldn't have lasted so long. So that was a requirement too. It needed not to be bound to any specific location in the world, so we could move it around and live wherever we want. It turned out that a membership model was exactly what we wanted. And we found out later it's probably one of the most difficult things to create sustain and sell. But hey, at least we knew what we wanted, and if we had to work hard for something, it had to be something that we really liked and fitted our ideal lifestyle. So make sure you define also how your business is going to look like if you want to get the life that you want. After we defined how we wanted the business to look like, we had to define how the business should have looked like for our ideal clients/customers. Something that we realized was called customer journey. So what is a customer journey? Well, to give you an example, it's something that you probably already experienced in your life. Let's get the dentist example. Have you ever received an advertisement, maybe on the mail as a flyer, that offered you a free dentist checkup? The dentist practice is offering you to check your mouth for free. But why do they do that? Because they want to be the one that give first, so that you can step through the door and they can acquire at least a contact, a lead. You go in, you log in into their system, you register in their system, you give them your name, your phone number, your email. They've acquired a lead for free. It's not really for free because the flyer will cost them something, but that's the cost of their acquisition. But the magic happens when you step through the doors for them and for you. You want to know if you've got any problems with your teeth, and they've got all the resources and the knowledge to help you out. It's the perfect match. So during the checkup, the dentist might find they need to do a cavity on your molar, or you might need a cleaning because that's been such a long time since the last one you had. They would just check the status of your mouth and ask you if you want additional services, which of course are at cost. So the customer journey for a dentist would be to give you a free consultation, then to offer you the option of choosing between low ticket offers, let's say a cavity or a cleaning, and if you've got bigger problems, they have higher ticket services, which might be root canals or more complicated procedures. They can help you in different way, and your journey with the dentist might be different based on your needs and where you're at right now. When you create your own business, you need to think about this customer journey. What is the one thing you will offer for free for somebody that doesn't know you, doesn't care about you, and probably don't want to hear about you? Definitely you're not gonna say, buy my stuff. You are gonna say, take this, it's a gift from you. What is that going to be? That's your entry level of your value ladder. Then what is the next sensible step for you to offer them based on your niche and level of service you make? Think about that all the way up to the most expensive service. You do that before you do anything, everything will make so much sense. We didn't know anything about this stuff, so we had to come up with all of these value ladders and services as we went along, which was a huge disadvantage. That's why I'm making this video, so you can avoid these problems. And if you have no idea where to start, I suggest you start with a YouTube channel, choose a niche, start giving out value, and people will tell you what they need and what they want. So they will help you build this value ladder for you. And if you don't know how to grow a YouTube channel, or maybe it's not growing fast enough for you, well, you might want to download my free guide that is going to explain to you the 7 unforgivable YouTube mistakes that I see everybody doing around, so that you can fix them and grow your channel while you build your online business as well. If you're talking about online business, you don't have a physical place or a studio or an office where people can actually step into. So how do we deal with all of these customer relationships, sending email, delivering digital products? We deal with all of this stuff using one single software that we absolutely love, and it's called Kajabi. Kajabi allowed us to create pages seamlessly, to create checkout pages to get the payments for the services, to send emails to our customers, to trigger automations based on their behavior within our website, to connect an iPhone and Android app to it, because there are companies that can connect that to Kajabi, and to really track everything we do into one place. If you want to try it out for 30 days, I've got a link in the description box below, but this video is not about sending you Kajabi. And the reason I'm mentioning Kajabi is because we went through iterations of free softwares like WordPress and MailChimp and little software connected because we didn't have money to invest. But let me tell you, by the time we rebuilt all of our website 3-4 times using cheap software that were available, I can tell you it's not worth the effort. Just go with the best software out there, build everything once and go from there. Build on top of it rather than rebuild everything from scratch because you finally decided to invest into a software that can make everything so much easier for you. So if you want to try Kajabi for 30 days and actually make your first course, make your first lead magnet for your people and start your customer journey there, there's a link in the description box below so you can start today. And the last most important piece of the puzzle is complexity. Because when you start having traction, you've got traffic, you've got people coming through your doors, you've got people buying your courses, membership or services. There are so many moving parts that especially if you achieve this quickly, you might have created complexity along the way. And sometimes the best way to fix this is go back to a drawing board and have a look at what you've done so far and try your best to automatize what can be automatized. And this is where we are right now. I am physically in the process of cutting down all of the manual things we are doing if they can be replaced by an automation. And we found that with Kajabi, almost everything we do can be replaced with an automation. And I mean without losing the human touch to things, because we're still replying to messages that we really care about. We connect with our people with our live classes and Zoom live events. But some things don't need us to actually act on. We can have the software do the job for us, and Kajabi helped us doing all of that so that we can keep the same level of service, the same level of cash flow, but we're reducing the time we actually work on our business, and that's when the lifestyle comes in. So to summarize everything, please think about your niche carefully and be very specific on who you're serving, not just in general terms. I want you to understand exactly what your ideal client needs and situation really is. Dig deeper. Then think about the business model you want for your lifestyle. Make it around what you want and also learn the marketing to attract the clients you want and design a journey for them so that what you offer will actually make sense for the niche you are trying to serve. I'm gonna make videos in the future about how to get your niche right, what kind of marketing you can apply, your customer journey, your system, your offers and all of that. But some people are still stuck into the traffic problem. How do I drive traffic to my website? Or how do I even create a YouTube channel? And in order to create a YouTube channel that's successful, you need to really understand the algorithm, especially nowadays in 2022. And you're in luck because I made a video that explains exactly how to beat the algorithm and grow even if your channel is very, very small. And you can watch it right here.